Kevin McCullough.
Kevin McCullough is my name. So glad to have you with us. Christine Serrano-Glasner joins me, and as a former candidate for U.S. Senate in her state of New Jersey, she literally walked, I think, every inch of this state, at least as best she could, during the primary season, and from the bottom of the state down in Cape May all the way up to Bergen County and the border with New York. There seems to be, at least in people that I speak with, an energized presence to get the vote out and to see what's going to happen. Now, Christine, obviously, if President Trump gets elected, that's great. If he has long coattails that can bring people with him, that's even better. And I know there's a couple of congressional districts in your state that have a chance to break through. I think both District 9 and District 5 with Billy Prempa and Mary Jo Ginchard have very good shots at taking seats that had been held by Democrats. Billy's running against kind of the ghost of a candidate who passed away, God rest his soul, in the middle of the campaign. And Mary Jo is facing the ever dislikable Josh Gottheimer, who I think is already interested in running for governor. Do you think that President Trump is going to bring people along with him if they take the action that you were talking about in the last segment?
Oh, absolutely. Let's just keep our minds focused on winning this race. Kevin, that's the most important thing. But looking down the road, assuming that we've won this race, it's going to take a whole army of people who really want to get in there and help make a difference and help return, prosperity to this country and help people get jobs again. Because this administration, the Kamala Harris administration and Waltz, they're not doing it and they're not going to do it. She could be taking action right now, and she's not. She's strictly focused on the politics of it all. Everything she does right now is political.
$750 if you lost your house and everything that you own. She's offering you $750. I mean, come on.
Right. I mean, it's actually an insult.
It is. And
right?
I'm not laughing at people's plight. I'm laughing at how absolutely ridiculous that is. And the mismanagement has moved to everything. We've touched on the border, but when it comes to our kids in our schools, when it comes to crime in our major cities, there's not a single part of American life that has not been made, by my estimation, several degrees worse than it was 4 years ago. No?
Oh, 100%. The new job numbers just came out, Kevin, and it's disappointing and shocking. But, I think the numbers are over 800,000 U.S. native-born Americans lost their jobs this past year. And yet foreign-born folks, 1.2 million of them gained jobs. So what do you think is happening, right? And this is her administration that has been promoting this. I think that there was a loss of over 500,000 jobs in the private sector market, but over a gain, this is just in the past year, of well over almost 700,000 jobs in government. This is how they're making up for it.
Yeah.
And it's,
well, they say that that's job creation, when in reality, it's just taxpayer wealth distribution. It's taxing the taxpayers to employ more people to probably do things that we don't even probably want them to do. Remember, those 87,000 IRS agents were all going to be on the taxpayer dole. Like, we were going to be paying for them to come in and harass us. Literally, we were paying for it. Like, it's a remarkable thing.
That's right. And their focus is to harass small business owners and the middle class. That's really their goal.
I want to talk a little bit, and I've tried to talk almost every day about this for the duration of the campaign, about the female vote in particular, because we hear a lot from Kamala Harris, and there's never been a more bloodthirsty pro-abortion candidate that I've seen in my lifetime. Like, she wants abortions legal in months 7, 8, 9, and beyond. So post-birth. Tim Walz lied in the debate last week when he said that he didn't sign a law that made that exact possibility the legal, but he in fact did, and the fact checkers had to correct him on that. But it seems to me that issue, the abortion and access to abortion issue, is not nearly as big of a deal to suburban women who are facing crime. Maybe their jobs are being threatened because of the migrant influx. Certainly having boys in their daughter's locker room at school is something that they have never thought that they would be dealing with, and they are under this administration. She's only doubled down and tripled down on that. And when the Trump team released that commercial last weekend during the college football schedule, where she actually said she wanted taxpayers to pay for gender reassignment surgeries for illegal migrants and for criminal prisoners. Christine, I had to pinch myself and say, is this even in America where this is happening? It doesn't sound like the kind of thing that I ever remember growing up hearing, in my childhood.
Well, Kevin, that's why she's handing out only $750 checks to emergency, victims of this story.
That Kevin Show with Kevin McCullough.